Let me see. Am I on? Okay. Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by here on YouTube Live at The Real Bloom From Within Love. I go by Bloomy. And as always, I'll just continue to reinstate that the reason why you guys hear me say The Real Bloom From Within Love is because the Bloomster has some doppelgangers out there, okay? I got some copycatters. You know, I have some karmics. I got some whole lot of shit out there. Okay. So I say that not trying to be egotistical, you guys. I say it because it's a real thing. So I won't be reaching out to any of you guys through different portals and platforms. I don't do that. I don't solicit. I don't inbox people. I don't Snapchat, or I don't do any of that. Okay. So if you're getting any solicitations from anyone, that's posing as me with my pictures, with my name angle or content, I'm here to tell you it is not me, okay? I don't solicit. I only engage via if you come on here and you make a comment on something, okay? Whether it be here on this YouTube portal here or my TikTok portal, which the link should be in the description box. So if it's not that, and you're not interacting with me there, then whatever you have gotten from someone posing as me, it is not me. So please don't send anybody any money. Don't Cash App anybody. Don't PayPal anybody. Any of that. If it's not through how we have engaged here directly, or the number in which I have provided for Bloom From Within Love, which is 702-289-0290. If it hasn't come through that, then you are being catfished by a wannabe me, okay? Or not only a wannabe me, people who are trying to like so-called sabotage or set me up and all of that, and so they're just kind of digging their own graves there, okay? Now, I'm here because as I was going about, I told you guys that I wouldn't be available later on tonight. And so as I was going about my day, as I was going about my day, someone had made a comment on another video I made regarding the ascension process of divines. And someone asked, how do you regain your energy when you are in isolation? How do you regain your energy when you're in isolation? Okay, so quite honestly, for me, I don't have a real cookie cut way, but I do have some tips and tricks if this is resonating with you that could possibly help you. Okay, so please only take what resonates, okay? Because you certainly have to find what's going to work for you, okay? And you may have to tweak some of the things that I give as an example, okay? Now, one of the number one things that I feel like helps a person when they have gone into isolation to kind of like clear their energy, detox their lives, walk away from things that are no longer serving in a high vibe way. One of the things I want to say is allow yourself to feel. Now, believe it or not, I know it sounds almost it sounds counterintuitive, but allow yourself to feel, meaning that once you have gotten in isolation, okay, you've got yourself in an isolated place. So now it is safe for you to allow yourself to feel, as where when you were in the enemy's camp, when you were amongst, the snakes and the vipers and the snakes, and all that, you had to basically live in defense mode because you knew that you were living and sleeping with your enemies. So once you go into isolation, give yourself permission to actually feel your emotions, to connect and allow without judgment, without trying to censor it, without trying to make sense of it, without trying to understand it. just set an intention to allow yourself to feel your emotion, to connect with what it is, and just to allow it to be, okay? The reason why this is going to help to regain energy is because it takes more energy than we think to resist how we feel than it does to allow. So, for an example, if you're angry, if you're sad, if you're hurt, if you want to cry, if you feel, like you were tricked, if you feel, what I'm saying, whatever is coming up, believe it or not, when you allow yourself, sorry guys, am I online? Oh, when you allow yourself, okay, to feel, this takes less energy because you're not resisting yourself. Okay. So if it's a good cry, if it's a good yell, if it's, maybe however you do it, but connecting with the emotion, this is going to help you to regain energy because you're no longer trying so hard to keep it together. You're no longer trying so hard, to save face, or because you're amongst enemies and so you don't want anybody, taking advantage of you. So now that you're isolated, you're free. This is a part of the healing process. It's validating what you went through. If you've suffered a trauma, if you've suffered a betrayal, if you've suffered grave injustices, there's nothing wrong with you that you have feelings. There's nothing wrong with you that you want to cry. There's nothing wrong with you that you feel some kind of way. It means that you're a person with a heart. It means that you're alive. You know what I'm saying? It means that you're actually quite powerful and strong because, you can still connect. Some people have sold their souls. They can't even feel anymore. You guys, you know what I'm saying? Who this? Whoa. Somebody said hello. Hey, who you? No, I'm just kidding. Hi, welcome. So yeah, guys. So whether you're a guy or a girl, that's one of the first things y'all can do when you're in isolation, okay? No judgment. Give yourself some space to do that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, okay, so now that you've allowed yourself to feel your emotions, express them and let them loose, right? Number two, allow yourself to sleep, okay? Chances are when you were in these hostile situations, when you were sleeping with the devil, when you were in the enemy's camp, chances are your whole system was on defense because your system knew that you were amongst predators. So you didn't get any real sleep. It was always kind of like low-key, one eye open, one eye closed kind of energy. You didn't know what to expect. Shit, motherfuckers standing over you and chatting and, dropping shit in the drink you drank and, just crazy shit. Oh, so you really didn't get a lot of rest. People always strategizing something and it's like, goodness gracious. So now, right, once you get yourself, somebody says, is this a card reading? Oh, no, I'm sorry. The title, I thought I titled it properly. Someone had asked me a question on another video about how to get your energy back after you get into isolation. And so I thought I would answer them by essentially just doing a video so that everybody could basically benefit from it, okay? So, right, you got yourself an isolation collective, okay? You've allowed yourself to feel your feelings. Somebody says it's cool. Oh, okay, good. You've allowed yourself to feel your feelings, cry, yell, whatever the hell, right? Now allow yourself to sleep so you can finally get into that REM sleep, okay, which is a deep type of sleep where our bodies has its most capacity to heal and rejuvenate, okay? So don't beat yourself up if you're feeling a little bit more sleepy, right? Outside of, of course, if you have obligations, I'm not saying that if you have a job or whatever it is, you tend to, but outside of that, don't judge yourself because you're not on the same schedule or regimen, or at first, okay, because your body is trying to recover. So listen to your own body. If you don't have to work or something to that effect, then if you feel sleepy, allow it for a time, okay? The third thing that I feel like is helpful is be sure that in isolation, you're getting fresh air, okay? Getting fresh air, whatever that's going to mean for you, right? Because when we've gone through trauma and we've pulled ourselves away from toxic situations and people, it is a tendency to literally just go into like a bat cave, kind of not wanting to step outdoors and things like that, which serves for a while, but we need sunshine. We need to be connected to nature. We need fresh air. Okay. That's a part of healing. It's a part of releasing. Okay. So whether it be just take a 10-minute walk or just sit on a porch or sit by a pool or in a garden, but just be sure to start daily getting up and just sitting outside for at least 10 minutes or so. This is going to help recover your energy. Okay. Another thing is, now this is those of you who are into esoteric practices, you believe in, astrology, metaphysics, things of that nature. So if that part resonates with you, then I recommend that you invest in getting your natal chart, your astrological natal chart done, and getting familiar with that so you can understand your rhythms, your cycles, and your seasons. It helps you to learn more about yourself, okay? Another thing is, if you're suspecting that you are a victim of heavy spell work, okay? So if you're aware that people were, Luciferian, Satanists, evil eye, dark magic spells, whatever it is, even prayers. I'm going to call them prayers too, because believe it or not, some of this stuff be under the guise of religion too. So if you're aware that people are doing that to you as you've come into your isolation and you're trying to recover your energy, so what's happening for those of you who feel like you're under that is you're detoxing all of that stuff that people sent to you. Okay. Because all of that energy, it was to keep your mind fogged up, to keep you confused, to keep you in illusions. Some people may have poisoned you, I'm saying, things that people were praying over and putting in your food and, things of that nature to mess up your system. So I recommend that, you can do this whatever way you feel guided. It doesn't have to be nothing super official, but ask God, source, your higher self, how to assist you with reversing, first of all, reversing everything that these people did, essentially, because you do have dominion over that, especially once you start surrendering. You have dominion over that. We don't have the dominion as long as we're intertwining with these energies or these people, okay? But when we have decided to isolate and cut those cords, right, you can set an intention and ask for that help. How do I reverse these toxic effects of these rituals, death wishes, chaos and conflict, stress? Because these people in low vibration, you guys, they're soulless. Okay, sorry to say that, but anybody who resort to practicing this stuff, it's only a couple of reasons. Either they're gullible and they're easily influenced, by their peers or whatever, or they're soulless. Okay, because anybody, again, that would intentionally send out that kind of an energy on another human soul, there's something severely wrong with them. Okay. So asking, okay, how do I reverse this? How do I return to sender? Reversing the effects that it's had on your body. Okay. Asking, how do I clear my energy? Because if you were tightly wound with these people, whether it was sexually, especially sexually. That's the number one way to fuck your world up. The number one way to convolute your mind, your energy, and your strength, okay? I invite you guys to research this yourself, the sacral chakra, okay, which is the second chakra, which is below the belly button, which is the sexual center. But more than that, that is the chakra responsible for life force energy, okay? When we're having sex with people, okay, we're exchanging and giving away life force energy, especially those who have lower frequencies attached to them. Okay. So that it drains you of your life force energy. And if they were karmic, then it's almost like poison. It's like somebody sucking the life out of you. Okay. So I would recommend, doing a cord cutting or cord extraction. There's examples of this on YouTube, many videos and things of that nature. Setting that intention to clear your own sexual energy, right? Putting up a boundary and being very mindful of that. So during isolation, it's not recommended while healing and cleansing to be engaging sexually with people, because that's an exchange of life force energy. It's how people get attached to you. It's how you get a soul tie. It's how you develop a karmic bond with people. Okay. So reverse any spells you feel like has been done. Okay. If you're into Reiki, you know what I'm saying? Seek guidance in terms of getting somebody that could assist with clearing your energy, cutting cords, clearing karma. All of these things are going to help with your energy, okay? Cleansing the aura, okay? Smudging with sage, drinking a lot of water, limiting, recreational drugs. You know what I'm saying? All these things, while you're trying to heal and recover, could help you get your energy back, okay? Let's see. Oh, okay. Going through your social media. Okay, that's another way to get your energy back. All of these portals are forms of energy and energy exchange. So clearing out the clutter is one way to get your energy back. In other words, that little black book, all of those lower frequencies, the things that maybe you once engaged in, it may be time to go through your social media, delete phone numbers, clear contacts, stop engaging with those that you know full well are low vibrational. Okay? I'm not talking about escaping responsibility. I'm talking about unnecessary communication and engaging with those that are still low vibratory. Okay. What else could help regain the energy? Try to, once you've gone through the various phases and phases and stages of processing grief, once you've given yourself enough space for that, when you're ready, try to find any creative way to put a smile on your own face. Try. Set an intention, whether it be things that you once upon a time enjoyed, things that are more positive, things that has an energy more towards what you want versus what you've come out of. Okay. Initially, you're going to be drawn to the things that you've come out of because you're trying to understand what happened to you. You're trying to understand what went on. You're trying to find your closure. You're trying to find your clarities. But after you've gotten out of that, try to gauge your focus on stuff that can put a smile on your face, that can make you happy, that uplifts your mood, that makes you hopeful versus doubtful, right? Because when you go through these things and then you get into isolation, you get into this place where you kind of start feeling like, hell, you start feeling like maybe you are in the twilight zone and everybody is literally the walking dead and you're probably like the last on earth. It feels like that at first. You know what I'm saying? But it all served, and I think I want to wrap it up with this, that once you have allowed yourself to validate your experience, express yourself, journal, exercise, get fresh air, get a Reiki session, cut cords, protect your sexual energy, all of these different things, allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to sleep, right? Once you've done all this, then ask your higher self or God to help you to rewrite the story, help you to see it from a bigger perspective. And, because some of these things are catastrophic, man. Some of these things, some folks, if other people would have gone through it, they probably would have died, you know what I'm saying? Or went into some type of an insane asylum. So you having gone through some of these things, it's been pretty weighty, So trying to see it from a bigger perspective without making excuses for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Forgiving yourself, forgiving these people without making excuses for anybody. You see what I'm trying to say? Just like acceptance, but realizing that, for whatever reason, your higher self kind of knew what it would take for you, or what kind of contracts, to get you into a place of surrender, a place of ready to wake up, ascend, and heal, and cut out lower vibratory energy, toxicity, addictions, karmics, old patterns and ways of doing, thinking, and believing. For some of us, it takes a lot, okay? And one day, it'll feel different. And just keep setting intention and asking, for help to forgive yourself, to forgive others. Ask, God, if there's something that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? If there's any actions needing to be taken, because sometimes that's a part of it to get your energy back. Sometimes we have to get things off of our chest. And sometimes it's uncomfortable, right? Sometimes we, depending on your situation, you may be guided to either seek forgiveness or give forgiveness to somebody. And when we do these things, it's like weights lifted. And that's what people don't really understand as they fight to hold on to their lies, their secrets, their tricks, their games. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, they're the ones that have to live with that weight. And it's why they're usually not getting sleep, or they're uncomfortable, or because they're not surrendering to Source, God, or their higher selves to make amends, clear the air. You know what I'm saying? So just set those intentions, and then one moment at a time, one breath at a time, one day at a time. Take the steps, okay? And you'll feel lighter and lighter, okay? Freer and freer. The sunshine does come back out, right? I can promise you that, okay? All right, you guys, I just wanted to come in and share those few little tidbits since I did get that question on another video. And I wanted to share it in video form so that, I'm sure that since that person was asking, I'm sure that someone else is going to ask that question. So there you have it. Only take what resonates, and know that you're loved and you're protected. If you're somebody that has a benevolent energy, spirit, heart, and soul, and you're on this path to awakening and ascending, not that you're perfect, but know that as you're surrendering and working on yourself, you are divinely guided and protected. All of this stuff people could have done to you will be returned to them. They will get their just due. Okay. All of the effects of what they have intended for you will fall off of you, okay, in your life. And, you know, just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. All right. Send you guys love and light. Namaste.